Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Happy Meadow Tales. I'm your host, Steve Kitts. Robbie and Benny's Windy Adventure. One blistering afternoon in Happy Meadow, Robbie and Benny found themselves facing the gustiest wind that ever rustled the leaves and made the tall grass sway. It was a windy day, unlike anything that they had ever experienced before. Robbie, with his ears perked up, turned to Benny and said, "Wow, Benny, this wind is really something," and making the meadow come alive with movement. Benny, clutching his acorn cap tightly, nodded in agreement. "You're right, Robbie. It's quite exciting, but it's also making quite a bit of challenge to move around." Undeterred by the wind, they decided to embrace the bristling weather with an opportunity for adventure. They hopped over to a small hill where the wind was especially strong. Robbie spread his wings wide and let the wind lift him off the ground for a brief moment, like he was flying. Benny, always up for the challenge, tried to race against the wind to see how fast that he could run with it at his back. His tail stood on end as he dashed forward, feeling exhilarated by the wind's force. As they continued their windy adventure, they noticed the meadow grass swaying and dancing in rhythm with all the gusty wind. The trees whispered secrets as their leaves rustled, and the sound of the wind was like a nature symphony. The wind also presented some challenges, though. Robbie's fluffy fur ruffled and his ears flopped about, while Benny's acorn cap threatened to blow away several different times. They had to use their agility and teamwork to keep their belongings secure. They decided to take a break and found shelter beneath a large, sturdy mushroom cap. They watched as the wind played in the meadow flowers, making them bob and sway about. It was like a natural ballet performance. With their bellies full of laughter and their spirits high, Robbie and Benny decided to call it a day. They knew that even though the wind had presented challenges, it also brought a sense of excitement and wonder to their happy meadow. As they returned to their cozy burrows, they reflect on the day's windy escapades. "You know, Benny," Robbie said, "even on the windiest of days, there's beauty and joy found in Happy Meadow." Benny agreed, adding, "That's true, Robbie, and we'll always find each other to share in the fun and challenges that come our way, no matter what the weather." And so they settled into their burrows, and the wind continued to howl outside. But inside, Robbie and Benny were warm, content, and grateful for the adventures that they had shared. Come rain or shine, wind or calm, you'll always find them playing and having fun in Happy Meadow. The end.